our customers are under cost pressure, and it's cost per ton or cost per ounce. And one of the ways to get that down is obviously to get their input costs down. So what you find is there's cycles, and typically it's 2 to 3 year cycles, and you find that the miners go through very intense scrutiny of their input costs. And we've been through one of these cycles now where a lot of our business has been up for tender. In some cases there have been some loss of business, but in other cases there has been a reduction of price. And so we've retained the business. And I think where we're at now is we're pretty happy with our overall position in this regard. And I think there's more opportunities than threats going forward. We saw 2 to 3% volume growth, which in historical terms obviously isn't good. But I think what we've seen in our results come through is the effect of the plants. We've really had our capital program over the last 2 years. It's really come through, and we're starting to see the effect of that coming through in our results. So although our volumes were only up 3%, our sort of trading cash flow from our companies in terms of EBITDA was up nearly 16%. So obviously you're seeing a difference in that sense. Well, the main problem is the effect of the rand dollar on our customers. Now, there's not much that we can do with that. What we try and do is keep ourselves as cost effective as we possibly can, obviously, because we are competing also against imported products. So to a large extent, though, we're in charge of our own destiny here, because by ramping up our plants and really bringing that extra margin through, the rest of the business could remain relatively stable, but we'll see the underlying growth coming through from the new plants. We're really pleased with the 2 transactions. The one transaction is with our long-term BE partner, which then was called TISO, is now called Kagiso TISO. And we've now upgraded, we've recognized their upgrade in AEL. They had 25.1% of our explosives division. We've now flipped that to the top of the company. They're now going to have shares in AECI so that everyone can benefit from that empowerment. And we've also announced an employee share trust and a community share trust. And this will be about 11.5% of our issued share capital. And that will mean that our employees benefit and the community benefits in that sense. These are option-based schemes, and we believe they're very cost-effective in terms of from the shareholders' point of view, but also benefit the employees and the community. Our business model is acquisitions. We've done some acquisitions in South Africa. There's a key focus in the chemical area for acquisitions going into Nigeria and into Brazil. We've been in Brazil for about the last 4 or 5 years in a small way, so we've learned our lessons there, and we really think we're at the point now where we could make a bigger move into Brazil. But there's an opportunistic nature to this as well. A lot of the businesses in Brazil at the moment are already fully priced. Everyone's focusing on Brazil. So we study the business models very carefully, and then we decide whether we can really add value to the businesses. So that's Brazil, but we're also expanding our businesses into the rest of Africa. Our explosive business has been in the rest of Africa for a long time. Our chemical businesses are now following on that footprint. There's a lot of opportunity for us to actually develop and grow businesses in the rest of Africa. And then specifically we're looking at Nigeria, which has got a growing middle class. It's an economy which is robust, and we believe there could be opportunities for us to grow by acquisition in Nigeria.